Chapter 23. We sat at a corner table and had our first meal together in 3 years. The effect some people's mere presence can have on you is indescribable. Everything on offer in the rather ordinary evening buffet tasted divine. The salty tomato soup was the best I had ever had. The Madhur paneer tasted like an award-winning chef had made it. The lights from the traffic jam, visible outside the window, looked like fireflies. I kept silent, worried I would say something stupid to upset her, or worse, make her run away. "You have become so quiet," she said. "Nothing like that," I said. I looked at her. She looked, if possible, even more stunning than she had been in college. "So, tell me, what have you been up to?" she said. Over the next 10 minutes, I told her about my life since college. "You run a school and Bill Gates is visiting it," she said. "Wow, he is visiting many places." "Come on, don't be modest. You are doing something so different from the rest of our batchmates." "I'm a misfit, I guess, who leaves HSBC to come to Dumra," I said. "Cool people," Ria said. Our eyes met. I tried to read her, considering she had said so little about herself. I couldn't find anything too different, apart from a touch of maturity. I wanted to ask her about her past few years. However, I wouldn't push it. "How is Rohan?" I said. "You remember his name?" "So, what was that, Ria? Ria Somani, right?" "Business in the lobby." I smiled. She had caught me red-handed. "Rohan should be fine," she said. "Should be? I don't know. He must be." "Rohan is your husband, right?" She became quiet. "You want anything sweet? They have kulfi and gulab jamun," I said, desperate to change the topic. "We got divorced," she said in a calm voice, as if she had expressed her sweet dish preference. I didn't have anything to say, apart from shock. I felt a warm tingle at the back of my neck. Had I just felt happy at what she said? I clenched my teeth. I didn't want my smile to leak out. "Oh my God, that is the best news I have heard in years." A cheerful voice spoke inside my head. Even my soul jumped about in excitement. I tried to look as serious as possible. "That's terrible," I said at last. She nodded. Sweet dish? I said in a soft voice. Well, the occasion did deserve something sweet. She shook her head. She looked upset, on the verge of tears. I wanted to touch her hand, but I restrained myself. What happened? I said, my tone as genuine as possible. I don't want to talk about it. I nodded. Typical Ria, I thought. Can we talk about something else, please? She said. Yeah, sure. What? Anything. You want kulfi? I said. No, Madhav. I don't want kulfi or anything else to eat. Can we talk about something else, please? I thought I had talked about something else. Doesn't the topic of kulfi count as something else? Well, who can argue with girls? How long are you in Patna for? I said. My job is here. I have to find a place to live actually. Really? Which company do you work for? Nizil. I am in sales for the yogurt brand. Ah, I said. What? She said. Nothing. In case you are wondering what the hell I'm doing selling yogurt in Patna. Well, it's hard for a college dropout to find a job, isn't it? Especially when the dropout wants to work on her own and not with her rich dad. I wasn't wondering about that at all, I said. I really didn't care why she was in Patna. I was only delirious with joy she was in Patna. Anyway, she said, when do you go back to Dumraon? You remember Dumraon? I said smilingly. How can I forget the only prince I have ever known and his kingdom? She picked up a spoon and took a bite of my kulfi. I thought she didn't want anything sweet. Why do girls always do the opposite of what they say they want to do? She took more bites of the kulfi and ended up eating more of it than me. Do you remember anything else, Ria? Like what? Us. She looked at me. Madhav? Yes. I have changed, Madhav, he said. In college, I was an immature, overprotected, idiotic 18-year-old with no clue about life. We were all young back then, I said, jumping to her defense. I'm sorry, because I know I hurt you. The last 2 years have taught me a lot. Her unexpected apology startled me. I realized that I could be in love with this Ria even more than the previous one. What actually happened? I'd rather not talk about it, at least not now. I clucked impatiently. What? She said. Nothing. This is so you. The freezing up. I do know you, Ria, even if it was in the past. If you know me, why do you push? Who pushed? I met you after years, so asked. However, I have no right to anymore. So sorry, madam. I became silent. Don't be like that, she said. I looked away and spoke again. You shoved a wedding card in my hand and disappeared. I ran into you after years, and I shouldn't ask you what happened. You should. That is what I did. Fine, I'm sorry, and I have already apologized for the past. Mother, look at me. I turned my gaze back to her. I could only be mad at Ria for so long. She smiled. I maintained a stern expression. Would you like to be friends with me? She said. I hate it when she says that. What the fuck is that? Is it an invitation? Is it a consolation prize? Is it a peace treaty? I remained silent. I live in Patna. You come here often. We could be friends. Would you like that? He said. That was another thing I hated. That I always let her decide when to be friends or when not to. I had no power to refuse her. Yes, I would, I said. Great. I would like us to be good friends too, she said. However, I have one condition. I rolled my eyes. There is always a catch with Ria. What is it going to be this time? Have no expectations? Say it, I said. Don't ask me the same question twice. What? Ask me things. I will reply if and when I can. If I don't, please don't ask me again. Really? I said. Yes. That is when it seems pushy. Fine. I don't want to be pushy. Whenever you are in Patna, we can meet up. Maybe you can show me the city. I am here this weekend. Sunday is my day off. I have some apartments to look at though. Would you like me to come apartment hunting with you? I said. She fell silent. I had become too familiar too soon. It's okay. We can meet another time, I said quickly. No, come. You are right. They will quote crazy rates to me otherwise. I wasn't going to ask twice, I said, and she laughed. What time should I fix to meet with the broker? She said. I have a morning class until 11, and then I'm free until 4:30, I said. Class? She said. I'd rather not talk about it right now. She raised an eyebrow. Really? Don't ask the same question twice. Applies both ways, right? I heard her laugh again. The most beautiful sound in the world.